Andy, the good run was never going to last forever, but just talk us through, from your perspective, what didn't happen today that has been happening in the last few weeks for you to lose the game.
Well, we wanted it to last forever, but as you say, we've been on a fantastic run of form, performances, collecting points and doing really well. And I just thought today collectively we weren't quite at it, and they took advantage of the moments when they happened for them, and were clinical in their chances. And we didn't create enough clear-cut chances for me today. So we've played 43 games. We've got 3 to go. The position is third. We can collect 9 more points, and that's what we're looking to try and do. And if we do that, job done.
You got a really good start as well through Jamie Proctor, but in some ways that was always going to put maybe a bit more pressure on you because they were always going to come at you after that point.
Listen, they were always going to come at us, irrespective. A fantastic start, a well-worked throw-in, and we get a crossing position where we like to get into in the final third. So as we say, we got off to a good start. They take advantage with a great pass from Coots, who is a player I've worked with, and it's an inch-perfect pass for Anderson to finish. So they get themselves back in the game. Disappointed with a second goal. We've shown that before the game, and we didn't squeeze the space well enough when the second pass went back. So, but then second half we had a right go, and we had them pinned back, but again just without creating those clear-cut opportunities.
How big an issue was the midfield today, depleted as it was, with obviously no Tom Pett, no Brad Walker, and no natural, if you like, deep line player?
Yeah, that's what we've got. That's what we've got available, and massive credit to everyone. Jake's not started a game for months, and he came on today and was fantastic. The pace of the game in the first half was through the roof, I've got to be honest. So there was little time to have many touches, but I'm not singling Jake out. All 3 boys in the middle of the pitch there had a right go. I had to take Jake off after now because I've got to protect him as well. So that's where we currently are. Obviously, Brad did his hamstring up at Hartlepool. We'll get that scanned tomorrow and we'll see where that is.
And Dan Jones came on as a sub and then had that opportunity, didn't he? Did you kind of feel that from where you were stood, at least that looked in at one point, didn't it?
From where I stood, I could never tell whether it's going to go in or not. But he's again. I spoke to Jonesy yesterday, obviously knowing that Brad wasn't going to be available, and thinking, can he go and play in there? And we've asked players to play in positions over the last few weeks where you wouldn't say it's their strongest, but they've gone and give everything as they've done today, and that's what we'll keep going.
Is there any better news on apart Brad aside, but Tom Pett, James Gibbons, those type of players who could come back and help you in these last few games?
Well, obviously every day they get closer to return to fitness, so we'll see how things progress over the next few days.
Looking at the context of things, though, I know you've never got carried away with the league table and such, but the margin for error may now be a lot smaller. Does that come into play at all?
As you say, the league table is irrelevant. I've been saying that for weeks now. When we've played 46 games, we'll look at the league table and we'll find out where we end up. So where we currently stand, we've got ourselves into a really good position. We'll keep concentrating on our performances, and we'll go to Walsall and we'll try and win on Saturday.
This is obviously the time now, with a setback, that you need the big characters in the dressing room and whatnot to kind of stand up and say, look, one defeat doesn't mean the end of everything.
Absolutely, and no one's going to be saying that. We've got a fantastic group of people and footballers. We'll come back in, have a day off, and reflect on that performance today, and then we'll approach Walsall in exactly the same manner. We'll get on the front foot, and we'll be intense, and we'll be aggressive, and we'll go there to Walsall to win.
Just a final word on the crowd as well. 10,000 in. You're going to have a big following next week as well. Yeah. How crucial will they be over those next 3 games, as well as the role they played today?
Absolutely. No, it's great to see the crowd. With more numbers in. I'm sure they'll go home disappointed, as we all will, but there are three games to go, and also we know we sold out Walsall, so we'll have a fantastic following there, and if they can produce the same level of noise they produce at Salford and today, it'll give us a good start.